Now, before I get into the actual video, I want to make this very, very clear. This is my second time recording this. Because the first time I did it, OBS decided that it wanted to not pick up my microphone. For some godforsaken reason, when you restart Windows, guess what? When you update Windows, guess what? I can't say that at the beginning of the video. OBS decided it wants to undo all my settings. And for some reason, I decided not to actually double check that before recording 15 minutes worth of ranting. That was perfect. Perfect beyond belief. It was beautiful. But hey, we make it work, I guess, huh? Alright, let's get into the video. When I was in preschool, young lad, very young, we were not allowed to go outside all that much. Well, let me rephrase that. We had a problem at our preschool. I don't know what was wrong with us, or what was wrong with the students in the class, but every time a bird, large, small, newborn, old, didn't matter. Anytime a bird would fly into one of the giant open windows, because for some reason they must have thought that was the sky, part of their mating area. Not really sure, but it all happened almost every day. And we had at least 2-3 birds in like on Wednesdays, man. But every time that happened, we would run outside, push past the teachers through the doors, because they were unlocked at the time. They had no idea that we would actually try and rush out. Because we knew exactly where this bird would hit. It would hit in the crevice of the building. We knew exactly where it was. It was an indent. It's a very notable spot, and we would all run to it, begging to get our hands on that dead bird corpse above all else. And this, I'm not saying this to be edgy. This is a true fact. And when we would get to the birds, you're probably like, Blake, what would you do with them? Well, we would rip them into 6 different pieces. Head, 1 wing, 2 wing, 1 foot, 2 foot, torso. And whoever got to it first, whoever ripped off their piece and got to keep what was left, that was their part. And we would save those parts in baggies. We would hide them until the end of the day and take them home with us without them knowing. And every single time, we would come back and we would compare what birds we could make. We were trying to take all of these parts and build our own birds by the end of the week. Sadly, after the second or third time, the teachers caught on to this fact and decided to lock the doors during classes. So whenever we were coloring Jesus and a bird would hit the window, we'd have no way back out. Because previously the teachers, they were older. They couldn't outrun us. They could not make it to that bird before we would. We were there almost 100% of the time. And the only times we ever got another chance to get to those birds was during recess when we were left outside. But they also found solutions for that as well by putting us in the caged areas with the fences that we couldn't climb because we were too stupid to. But it was odd. It was very odd why we would want to rip apart these birds. I mean, look, you all know the caterpillar story. You all know what happened with that, but there's no reason, no correlation with the birds. It was for fun. It was straight up just for fun. Now let's get into the actual topic I want to talk about. Brainrot games on Roblox. Now, if you look at Roblox as a whole, right? Let's go on the charts. Let's look at the top playing now. What do you see? Fish It, which is basically India's entire economy currently because of the black market. But you see Tsunami for Brainrots, the 3rd highest game on Roblox, and probably has more players on it currently than Fortnite does. Excuse me. It's very late when I'm recording this. I wouldn't doubt it that it would, because This game earlier today on Wave Wednesday, which instead of Hump Day, now we have Wave Wednesday. Come get your waves. Different color waves. Bigger brain rots. They had 2 million players. That is more than Fortnite can get concurrently at almost any period of time outside of a new chapter dropping. Not a new season, new chapter. Or a new crossover that's huge. And then let's look down the list. Steal a Brain Rot, the OG. 153K. Survive Lava for Brain Rots. Jump for Brain Rots. And then you scroll down a little bit. Jump to Steal Brain Rots. Grow a Garden isn't even pulling in a quarter of the numbers that Escape Tsunami for Brain Rots is. And this game used to hold, I don't know if it still does, it used to hold the highest record for concurrent players at 22 million. Biggest of all time. Fortnite or no other game came close to that. But Brain Rots came out of nowhere and took over. Isn't that a little bit suspicious? Isn't that just a little odd to you? That out of nowhere, not even a year ago, or what, maybe it was a year ago, that dude with that headband, I know you know who I'm talking about. Dung 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 suhor. Balalina balala. And he would guess these characters. Out of nowhere, I had no idea who they were. But the video had millions, tens to hundreds of millions of views out of nowhere. Like it skyrocketed from nothing to infinity and beyond in a night. And that's not weird to see. It's not a weird thing to see. Because it happens all the time with trends. But most trends die within a month, 2 months, sometimes 3, maybe 4. But they at least decline. Brain rots, especially on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, are massive. You know what else is massive? Had to throw that in. My own little brain rot myself. But it's incredible that they've stayed for as long as they are. They become such a staple. But almost everything, even the biggest game in the world, Grow a Garden, dies someday. Okay? So tell me, why is it spreading only on children websites? Roblox for one of them. YouTube Shorts, because I know you guys have come across those AI sleeping girls that sit there and play Roblox and they're like, give me a disco, donate a disco. I'm such a pro. I'm not a pro. I'm not a loser or a noob. I'm the master. I'm the master. I need 10 discos right now. If you don't give me 10 discos, I'm not going to be able to get the brain rot. I'm play well, and I'm the best. It's as simple as that. Those people, every time I run into that, it pisses me off to no degree. How do you have 150,000 subscribers from complete recycled garbage? They play the same clips every night. They live streamed in like 3 hours of playing those games, and they run them back on repeat. Yet it still stays large. Now you're probably wondering, how does the CIA of all people get involved in this? Well, let me tell you. The CIA, FBI, the government are pushing brain rot games to make younger children dumber, easier to control. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but it doesn't add up. Look at it. Look at it. Thousands of same copy games. Sure, you could say it's for the bag, but they all get big. Why? Because the government pushes it. These governments work with David Baszucki. I'm telling you, they do. There's no way they don't. To keep these games, bots or not, big. They pick out the ones that they know are going to do well. Do Big Studios is the main company behind it. And somehow, Brain Rot Evolution has been here for God knows how long. Since March. It's been here for a whole year. Almost. And it's still going strong with 10,000 players. 1.7 billion visits. Making millions of dollars. Dollars that are being taxed on Roblox. That David Baszucki is getting through tax. And then he has to file his taxes after that. And guess what? Guess what? That money goes back to the government. So not only is the government making billions of dollars, I'm sure, off of just Roblox from Brainrot games, but they're also getting to control and dumb down kids at the same time to make them easier to manipulate when they're older. If you play Brainrot games as a kid, guess what? Your IQ, your total IQ, you could cap at like a 150. You could be the next genius of the world, a 1 in 8 billion gene masterclass emperor of mankind special. But you spend your early childhood playing games like this, you will be dumbed down. You could still end up being a genius, but your attention span will be gone. You'll be idiotic, and you'll be stuck thinking about brain rots in your dreams. You're going to go to sleep. That's all you're going to be hearing. That's all I hear. Whenever I play these games, whenever my girlfriend wants to play them, that's all I hear. No hate on my girlfriend, I love you. But every time I play these games, they get stuck in your mind like a brain, like the mind parasites from Baldur's Gate. It's a conspiracy, sure, but it's real. It has to be real. There's no other way. There's no way that these brain rot games can be like this. It doesn't make sense to me. You're telling me that a game like Murder Mystery 2 or Blocks Fruits of all things is competing with brain rots? Brookhaven, that has been around for almost a decade, top of the line #1, is fighting for their top 5 spot with Escape Tsunami for brain rots. That is not possible. That is not possible. I refuse to believe it. I refuse that these games that constantly pop up, pop off, die are not boosted in some way by either David Baszucki or the government. There's no way. Do I have proof for this? Absolutely not, because I'm not John Kirakutsa or whatever his name is, who was part of the CIA as a whistleblower. Sorry to say I wasn't. But I'm just saying, a lot of things don't add up like they should. I mean, I can speak from experience. Bro, I'm Rebirth 25 on Spin-a-Batty. Does this need to be mentioned? No. But I gotta flex on y'all. Because I play this when I edit my videos in the background, and God, I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible that I waste my time on this. But it's addicting. It's not because there's women. There's just something about it. Something about the tycoon-esque-ness to it that gets me hooked. You see right here, Rebirth 25. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what gets me stuck on this. I don't understand it. Something's missing. These people have been able to perfect this technique of keeping kids hooked. So if you're a parent and you see this video, I doubt it because most people watch my video are like 20. But if you're an upcoming parent, if you plan on having kids, adopting, if you're going to put them on Roblox, put them on Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, put them on ABA so they rip their hair out, literally anything else, put them on an actual fun game, do not let them touch. Do not let them touch brain rot games. Put your kid on... You know what? Instead of Escape Tsunami for brain rots, put your kid on Zombie Tsunami. Put your kid on Subway Surfers. Put your kids on Minion Run. Now that game's kind of trash now. Put your kids on Clash Royale. Dokkan Battle's gameplay. Put your kids on Wordle or something. Like, put them on OG. Do not let them touch this brain rot stuff. Do not. It will ruin not only their growth, but their potential, it's horrible. And I fully know, I know someone is involved that causes this. I don't know who. I don't know who. I don't know who. But someone is. Someone is. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the video. More of a rant one than anything, but this is a point I wanted to get across more than anything. And also, I'm just trying to move away from tower defense games a little bit. Probably going to be doing a SpongeBob tower defense video this weekend when the admin abuse drops, just for fun. Why not? Waiting for the Anime Crusaders update. Look, not to hate on Anime Crusaders. I really hope the update's actually good because I spent a lot of time on it. But if it turns out it's just going to be some bull crap again, expect the video. Anyway, guys, join the Discord if you want to. We usually have a really good old time on there. Besides some mishaps that happen every now and then. But hey, no one's perfect. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your night. And, I don't know, stay off Brainrot games, bro. It's not good for you.